Hey guys, welcome back to MechaFacts episode 28. In today's episode is on the D-50C Loto, a limited production, transformable special operations mobile suit from the Universal Century timeline of the Gundam Metaverse. The Loto made its first animated appearance in the OVA Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn, then in the following TV shows of Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn, Re-96, and in Gundam Build Fighters. In paperback, the Loto has appeared in the following novels and manga. They are Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn and Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn Band Destiny. In video games, the Loto has appeared in the following titles of Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn and in Super Robot Wars Z3 Tengoku Hen. For figures and model kits, there are no figures, but there is a high-grade 1:144 scale twin set of the Loto released back in 2010. And the original mech designer of the Loto is Hajime Katoki. Next is the Loto's technical specs and general data. Its overall height is at 12.2 meters, base weight at 16.84 tons, full weight at 22.1 tons, powered by a Minovsky Ultra Compact Fusion Reactor, with a generator output of 980 kilowatts, total thrust of 32,400 kilograms, an effective sensor radius of 8,800 meters, armored by titanium alloy ceramic composite, crewed by 3 personnel, which includes a vehicle commander, a pilot, and a communications officer, and it can carry up to 8 soldiers in its troop compartment for fast ground deployment. First seen in UC-94, last seen in late UC-96 during the final battle of Industrial 7, manufactured by the SNRI, or the Strategic Naval Research Institute, and operated by ECOWAS, or Earth Colony Asteroid. And the only known pilots of the Loto are Daiguzan Mako and Conroy Hogginson. Next is the Loto's armament and equipment. To start off is a pair of beam burners in each of the subarms on the missile containers, primarily for melting and cutting targets such as walls, asteroids, and even mobile suits. Next is a pair of missile containers in place of the hands, which can be mounted with 12 small missiles or 4 medium missiles for combat. Next is an optional pair of long cannons mounted over both shoulders, primarily used for long-range fire support, using its 200mm rounds to penetrate and destroy mobile suits at range. Next is an optional Mega Machine Cannon mounted over the right shoulder, which is a 4-barrel machine cannon primarily used for anti-air combat thanks to its precision targeting system. Next is an optional machine cannon, also mounted over the right shoulder, which fires 25mm rounds, primarily used for anti-vehicle and anti-personnel combat. And the last piece of equipment is a searchlight mounted over the left shoulder to provide lighting in dark, low visibility areas in combat, such as colonies, asteroids, and on Earth. To wrap up, here is the history and lore. Like its big sibling unit, the JEG and ECOWAS type, the Loto had a brief development and service history. The Loto was developed by the SNRI to meet 3 requirements. 1. A small size to ensure stealth and secrecy. 2. The ability to function as a troop carrier. And 3. Have high mobility for fast deployment. These requirements were met through the SNRI miniaturizing the standard mobile suit reactor, allowing the Loto to be a smaller and nimbler mobile suit than compared to its Federation counterparts during the mid-UC90s. While also incorporating a transformation system from mobile suit mode to tank mode and vice versa to effectively utilize the troop carrier and fast deployment function of its design. The Loto would see major action in UC-96 during the Laplace conflict, starting its combat history at Industrial 7, where a pair of Lotos from ECOWAS Team 920 were deployed alongside the Lon Nobel ship, the Neo Argama, to intercept the Sleeves from taking possession of the key to Laplace's box, the Unicorn Gundam. One Loto was destroyed by the Kshatriya, while the status of the second unit is unknown. Following the events at Industrial 7, 4 Lotos were deployed to rescue Banagher Lynx and the Unicorn Gundam at the asteroid of Palau. At least 2 Lotos were providing fire support for its allied mobile suit teams using their long cannons and mega machine cannons, taking down several Sleeves mobile suits, until the Sonanju and Giruzulu arrived, piloted by Full Frontal and Angela Salper, destroyed these support units easily. Following the operation, The next one will be to investigate the Laplace wreckage, where the remaining Lotos of the Palau operation were towed by the Rizals to escort the Unicorn Gundam. A battle would ensue between them and the Sleeves, forcing the Lotos to take time to be recovered and be towed back by the Rizals to defend the Neo Argama from the Sleeves. The Lotos would be deployed one last time at the final battle of Industrial 7 in a race to secure Laplace's box. These Lotos were the remaining units in the prior operations at Palau and the wreckage of Laplace, where they did the best to protect the Neo Argama from the Sleeves alongside Jagans, Gear Zulus, and the Unicorn Gundam, resulting in at least one Loto being lost in the final battle against the Sleeves, while the second unit is unknown. The Loto would not be seen again, as his larger counterparts in the Jagans and the Unicorn Gundam would move on to secure Laplace's box and bring the end of the Laplace conflict. While the Loto service history may have ended here, its legacy will live on. During the second half of the Universal Century, the Earth Federation came to a period of peace it had not known since the first half. You know, a 1-year war, Grips conflict, Second Neo-Zeon War, and many more. Because of that peace, there wasn't a need for a stealth and infiltration mobile suit such as the Loto, so it was retired. At that time, Anaheim Electronics, the SNRI's competitor, created the F-50D gun tank, a new small-scale transformable artillery mobile suit based on the Loto to be its successor. However, unlike the Loto, the gun tank was considered a failure and never made it past the prototype stages. Its legacy will live on thanks to the SNRI's development of the Loto, particularly the miniaturizing of reactors and the size of mobile suits. This would eventually lead to the development and production of the F-90 Gundam, the F-91 Gundam, the Crossbone Gundams, and even the F-99 series. And with that legacy, concludes this episode of Mecha Facts on the D50C Loto. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please make sure to click that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button with the bell to stay up to date on new episodes of Mecha Facts and other content. Other than that, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys next time.